Guys, what is up? It is I, the Concrete Catwalk. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, welcome. I am a reseller who has a closet on Poshmark. For those of you who are returning, my catwalkers, it is my pleasure to bring you a new video for this week. I want to give you tips about direction, where to take your business, meaning making a determination if what you have is a business or if it's a hobby. That's one of the things that I had to make a determination about a few years back when I started into this whole business of doing resale, deciding that I wanted to sell it after I got my feet wet. So this is going to be a mixed video, a show and tell plus tips video. I'm going to work those things in with the tips that I give you. So let's take it back a couple years. And what that simply means is it was something that I enjoyed doing. It was very intermittent. It wasn't a situation where I had tons and tons of listings. That is a big distinction. You have to make a decision about if you're going to do this for a hobby. That is one implication. If you're gonna do this along the lines of a full-on business, that is something totally different with its own ramifications. And I'm gonna get into that because for me, I determined that it was not a hobby, it was indeed a business. And so that led me down a path where I realized that if this is gonna be a business and this is gonna be something that is ongoing, then I better make a decision at step one, which is this truly just a hobby? Or is this a legit business venture? And as I started getting into it, that's when I decided that this was indeed a business venture and I better get on track and get myself set up so that I could indeed become business because of the amount of things that I began to move. So my tip to you guys is protect yourself. That means when you determine what your business name is going to be, reach out to the IRS and talk to them about can you or should you have an EIN number, or is it enough, depending upon the distinction you want to declare, and I'm not going to get into all of that, but let's just say you're sole proprietor or you are in this in a partnership with someone. However, please make sure that you are covered and that as you begin to get into the business of selling things, you've got something created that has your name and is tied to either an EIN number or whatever else the IRS deems appropriate for you to have so that you can carry on business comfortably with no issue. When you start volume, that means money. So that means there's some other things that come along with it. But before we get there, I'm going to show you item number one, mini bag, blue patent leather bag. It is by Arcadia with compartments on the inside. It has 4 protective feet at the bottom, and this is leather. Now when I found this bag, one thing that it did not come with, this gold strap so that I could connect it to the bag and wear it as a crossbody. It's very accessible, so if I'm wearing it in the front crossbody and I need to reach, it's like right here. It's super easy and no issues with it. So my first find, when you get into selling volume of things, that is revenue, that's money coming in. That success of selling, there's going to be tax implications. You've got to pay close attention to sales and use tax. You have to pay attention to what your net business income is looking like versus taxes, because ultimately, let's just cut to the chase, responsible for it. And anytime there is a transaction that takes place and you've got money that's coming in, that is considered additional income. You've got to report that to the IRS. This is something that ever ongoing, moving, generating money's coming in, and it can be very easy to lose track. And so I will say this, attention to your volume and pay attention to the tax piece that comes along with it. Get yourself a good either QuickBooks or Excel spreadsheet type of endeavor. I have a selling boutique on Poshmark, and they are super good. You can go into the app and you can go into seller tools and you can basically pull everything that you've sold over the course of the year so that you can keep that information together snapshot on the spreadsheet, or however you choose to do it, the breakdown. You can see everything that was sold from the beginning of the year to the end of the year. You can see if a particular entity was tax exempt at the end of the year. One of the things you have to keep in mind, especially if you're doing your taxes, is you've got to report what of year inventory total is, not what you sold, but your total end of year inventory total, meaning what you're carrying over into the new year. Keep in mind this tip too. Consider your losses. Losses are things that are beyond your control and unfortunately never made it to the customer it was supposed to make. And there are a couple of things that I would advise that you do. With that particular spreadsheet, I just indicate what it was, and I also particular item, when it sold, how much it cost. I indicate on the spreadsheet that it was a draw on the sale, meaning the buyer got compensated and I also was compensated for the cost of the items. It gives me a clear picture of that information in front of you, as long as you maintain a tally of such, which I strongly advise that you do. People really, they get very intimidated, especially when you're walking into the land of volume and you are looking at what your numbers are looking like each month. I'd simply say be calm about it and just roll with it. Move forward with building that business. Don't be afraid. Continue to sell. Take your time with it and don't be sloppy with it. Make sure that you keep a proper accounting of what is coming in and what you're selling going out. I found Thursday, Friday, and it's basically a canvas tote that looks like a Birkin bag. This bag is nice thick canvas, and then the inside, and pardon my swimsuits and hats and stuff, is spacious. Has a slip pocket, and here is the little thing. Thursday, Friday. Throw it over your shoulder and keep it moving. One of the things that a business also teaches you, especially at that distinction again, and I can't help but talk about it because that is what I have and that is what I do. But when you go into the realm of having a business and each month you're noticing a pick in sales and the amount of volume, sure that you stay accountable to the organizational side of the finances. Stay organized. Don't intermingle funds. Don't intermingle your income that's coming from your business with your personal accounts. Separate that. Create a business account that is strictly geared towards anything that's coming in from whatever platform that you're selling on, whether it's eBay, whether it's Marikai, whether it's whatever. Keep your business and keep your personal. You want a clear picture of how your business is doing. Is your business in the red? Is your business in the black? Over the course of, let's just say, 2, 3, 4, 5-year increments, can you see growth? Do you see stagnation? Do you see that this is more of a hobby for yourself? Because sometimes some people discover that after they realize that having a business is, it demands a lot of your time and it asks a lot of energy from you to keep the momentum going, especially if you have volume sales. One of the things that I realized early on was when I knew that this was going to be a business, I sat down and I educated myself. And realized that you have to have two separate things that are going on. Business demands business responsibilities, and business demands that you make sure that whatever financial circumstances affect the business, you're able to handle those things. Business account for business things and stay financially organized. Next thing that I want to show you is this. It's a baby Fendi. It's a little Fendi bag. And she's not in the best condition. I like the fact that she's distressed. She's a cute little crossbody. She does not have her strap that was supposed to come with her. The little plate, and this is just stuffed with a t-shirt to keep the shape. That's the little attachments you see on each side for the crossbody strap, which I do not have, and that's okay. I haven't decided what kind of a chain that I would like to get for her. I am not sure yet. Perfect. It's so perfect. Business constantly needs maintenance. Maintenance meaning if you see that there is something that is not working in how you're selling or what you're selling, it is constantly ever evolving and looking for tweaks. I realize that I am very good with clothing and accessories. It's an equation that works for me. So look at your business and constantly do assess, because those are the things that will help you increase your business, therefore increasing amount of sales that you have. You take the time to get to know your business, get into having it, understand what the dynamics are and what are the things that work the best for you. This is a Chanel vanity case. This vanity case I found at the Goodwill outlet. This chain bought off of eBay. Had a little bit of a glitch. It was her hang tag was reattached, so there was supposed to be like a little longer leather attachment, but it was just reattached this way by whomever had it. I don't mind that because of the fact that it was in a box at the Goodwill outlet. The interior of it and the serial number is right there. It's an addition to my personal wardrobe. And I want to show you guys, and we're almost done, are these. These are Italian leather combat boots, and when I found them, they did not look like they paid no more than about $2 for these. So I actually ended up getting them resold and polished. These are super soft, and I love wearing these. And you can unzip them here and step in. These actually lace up. Simple black combat boot. They look good no matter what you put them on. Last thing that I want to show you guys, this Chanel messenger bag. It's a single strap and a big open compartment with one slip zippered compartment on the inside. This is a lambskin leather. The CC is on the front. I actually ended up purchasing this on eBay. The lady who was selling this, she was very motivated because she was going through some life changes, and so I saw it, and she was looking for offers. I made her an offer and she accepted. Love the fact that you just throw it across your shoulder and you're ready to go. Real easy. Love bags where I can just reach in and all my stuff is right here in the front or slip right here. There is no back pocket, which I'm fine with, but it's just a real easy bag to throw in and go. So that is what I wanted to share with you guys today. When I do these types of discussions, I'm coming from the point of the things that I share, it's advice. And I always say this is my channel, and the advice that I give, you know, you can take it or leave it. I enjoy sharing. And a lot of the times people who are just starting out have a multitude of questions about, well, what happened? When did this happen? When did you decide to? How did you know you were going to have? And only you know the answer to that question. I'm the only person who knew the answer to the question when I posed it to myself. And it has taken me down a path towards the passion of what I love to do, which is thrift. And so for me, I figured it was a win-win situation. I enjoy sharing the things that I have with people who want to add something that is original and unique to their wardrobes. So with that, please like, comment, and subscribe. Tap that bell so that you can get notifications. I post videos weekly and normally every Sunday. So also over to Poshmark and check out my closet. I am Concrete Catwalk on Poshmark. You can also follow me on Instagram. I am the Catwalks Concrete on Instagram. Feel free to DM me if you see anything over there that you are interested in, because usually the things that I list in my Poshmark closet, I post on Instagram. So DM me, and together we can talk about it so that we can work it out so that you can get it before somebody else does. So with that, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you all next week. Mwah.